Hey everyone! Today I want to show you my journal that I prepared for this in-depth study of the Mary L. Tarot, which I'm going to do within this project called 78 Pieces of Tarot, which is organized by Tamara from the Nightshade Tarot. And it's kind of like an intense study group where you're going to study the same deck together for 90 days. So yeah, I prepared a journal for that because you guys probably know me by now. I love making journals from scratch and like decorating journals and notebooks, shit like that. So yeah, this is the A5 Travelers that I have, which I also made myself for this year's Death Year. And this is the first insert. I actually covered it with like this velvet material and added those corner protectors. So yeah, this is solely dedicated to Mary L. And when you open it, this is what it looks like. I have this tab here, which do you call it tab? You know, like this thing where you can mark a page with a tiny butt. So yeah, I love this. So here I have a pocket. Oh shit, it just broke apart. I will have to glue it back together. But yeah, here's a pocket that I can put some stuff into, some pressed flowers. This is from a poinsettia. I'm not sure if this is how you pronounce that flower. And these leaves are from rose. This is the Two of Pentacles card, just because I love it. And it says Mary L. Journal. So we start with the dedication. This is structured the same way as the 78 Pieces of Tarot is going to be structured. So on the first 2 days, I think it's 2 days or maybe one, not sure. But I will link everything below so you guys can check it out for yourself if you're interested. So you do kind of a dedication to this practice, you could say, to do it for 90 days. And then we have the spread interview, which I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the one that Tamara provided. Her spread is great, but I think I had one, like I haven't done a spread interview in ages, seriously. So I will have to check if I have my own spread still written down somewhere and see which one I prefer. But I will write the interview here. Then what is great, she came up with this prompt where you kind of have to describe your deck's personality, try to introduce them as a person, as if you were introducing them to, I don't know, like a group of friends maybe, or just somebody else. And at first I was kind of like, man, I don't like that, but then I kind of gave it a thought, and actually I have a lot to say about Mary L. at this point, because I'm working with this deck for over 2 years, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we know each other really well, so this is going to be a cool exercise to do. Then the next one is going to be background, which is information about the author, which is Mary White, and her intentions behind the deck, and like who she is as a person. Just giving myself some time to research her and the history of the deck, I guess. And then the Fool's Journey, which is an interesting prompt as well. For this, I think we have like 3 days to complete it. And it's basically taking out all of the majors from the deck and trying to arrange them in such a way that they would fit the history of your life. At this point anyway. So I found that really interesting as well, and can't wait to see how I'm going to do that, because right now I have no clue. But so yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. And then I have the Sassy Court Cards page, which you take out all of the cards from the deck and you try to assign actual people, or like movie characters maybe, or just, you know, people or characters or whatever you want to all of the cards, and like maybe see how they would interact if they were, I don't know, friends or just knew each other, you know, how they would, I guess, if they maybe could be friends or rather enemies, shit like that. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting as well. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the pages that I did, because the rest is going to be like study of each card individually for one day. And for that we have, so I decided that for each major arcana I'm going to dedicate layout like this, like 2 pages, and then for minors only like 1 page each, so that I can fit all of this into this one notebook. And the prompts for that are basically, you know, pretty much as if you would do, I mean, I guess everybody does that differently, but for me it's kind of like that, as if I was just doing a daily draw with 1 card, and you journal about what you see, what it means to you, and then you consult the guidebook and maybe pull out some quotes that resonate with you, which again, Mary L, I think, is perfect for this kind of study, because the guidebook is so meaty and it already has a lot of brilliant quotes in it, so can't wait to be working with that. And what's funny, I realized when I was making my this journal and kind of going through my stash of things that I can use to make it, I found a bag with titles from the Mary L that I kept when I trimmed it, so that's brilliant because I will be able to use those. I forgot to pull them out to show them in the video, but it's great because I will be able to use them in my journal for each of the cards. I can glue them in basically, and it's almost as if I had you know, the actual pieces of the cards in the journal, so love that. Because my deck, it's completely trimmed, as you can see. I just wrote down those tiny symbols on the bottom, like for example this is 2 of Swords, and the majors are not, don't have anything on them because they're easy to recognize, at least for me. Love this deck, like I am working with it the most out of all of the decks that I have since I got it, and it never gets old, it never gets boring. Just every time I look at it, I'm so in love with it, so can't wait to go even deeper with this 78 pieces of tarot and to fill this journal in also. And I don't know if I will update you guys here on YouTube or not. I guess I will see how it goes. Maybe I will if anybody is interested. To see how this journal is progressing, but if you would like to maybe join the experience, there is a dedicated Facebook group, but also I think you can just do it on your own if you would like. She posted all of the prompts and the structure of the whole thing in a blog post, in a YouTube video, so I will link everything below so you can guys check it out. And I think this is pretty much it. Yeah, I love this cover, it's so good. Like velvet, I'm living for this shit. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.